Welcome back to the audio bookshelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Please enjoy. The Art of Letting Go, Releasing Toxic Relationships and Limiting Beliefs. Presented by Theo E. David from the audio bookshelf. Chapter 1, Understanding What Holds You Back. Letting go is one of the most challenging yet liberating skills you can develop. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a limiting belief, or a past experience that continues to haunt you, holding on to what no longer serves you can weigh heavily on your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. The first step toward letting go is understanding what holds you back and why. We often cling to toxic relationships and limiting beliefs because they feel familiar. Even when they cause pain or hinder growth, they provide a sense of certainty. This attachment to the familiar is rooted in our fear of the unknown. Letting go requires stepping into uncharted territory, which can feel uncomfortable or even frightening. However, staying in unhealthy situations or holding onto self-defeating beliefs comes at a much greater cost. A toxic relationship can take many forms. It might be a partner who belittles you, a friend who drains your energy, or a family member who constantly criticizes you. These relationships are marked by a lack of respect, trust, or support. They leave you feeling diminished rather than uplifted. Yet, despite the pain they cause, you may find it difficult to leave them behind. This difficulty often stems from feelings of guilt, fear of loneliness, or the belief that you can change the other person. Limiting beliefs, on the other hand, are internal barriers that restrict your potential. These beliefs often originate from past experiences, cultural conditioning, or the influence of others. Common examples include thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never succeed," or "I don't deserve happiness." These beliefs shape your self-perception and influence the decisions you make, often without you even realizing it. To begin the process of letting go, you must first recognize the specific relationships or beliefs that are holding you back. Take an honest inventory of your life. Ask yourself, what relationships or beliefs consistently make me feel unhappy, unworthy, or stuck? What patterns do I notice in these situations? Writing down your thoughts can help clarify your feelings and bring hidden issues to the surface. Chapter 2, Recognizing the Patterns and Breaking the Cycle. Once you've identified the toxic relationships or limiting beliefs that hold you back, the next step is understanding the patterns that keep you trapped in them. Patterns are often deeply ingrained habits or behaviors that repeat over time, even when they no longer serve you. Recognizing these patterns is crucial because breaking free from them is the foundation of letting go. Understanding the roots of toxic relationships. Toxic relationships don't begin as toxic. They often start with connection, shared experiences, or mutual support. Over time, however, certain dynamics emerge that can erode the relationship's health. These dynamics might include manipulation, control, or a lack of respect. Understanding how these patterns developed can provide insight into why you stayed in the relationship and how to avoid similar situations in the future. One common reason people remain in toxic relationships is the fear of change. Even when a relationship is harmful, it feels familiar. This familiarity can create a false sense of comfort. For example, someone who grew up in a household with frequent criticism may unconsciously seek relationships that mirror that dynamic because it feels normal, even though it's damaging. Another factor is the belief that you can fix the other person. You may see their potential, focusing on what they could become rather than accepting who they are. This belief often leads to a cycle of hope and disappointment, where you invest time and energy trying to change them, only to be met with resistance or repeated patterns. To break free, you must confront these underlying fears and beliefs. Start by asking yourself, what am I gaining from staying in this relationship? What am I afraid of losing if I leave? Answering these questions honestly can help you identify the emotional hooks that keep you tethered to the relationship. Recognizing limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs often feel like absolute truths, but they are not. They are interpretations of your experiences that you've internalized over time. For example, a single failure might lead you to believe, "I'm not capable," even though it was just one moment in your life. These beliefs can become self-fulfilling prophecies, shaping your actions in ways that reinforce them. To identify the limiting beliefs, pay attention to the stories you tell yourself. Common limiting beliefs include: I'll never be good enough. I don't deserve love or success. It's too late for me to change. I need to be perfect to be valued. Once you've identified these beliefs, examine where they came from. Did they originate from a critical parent, a past failure, or societal expectations? Understanding their source helps you see them for what they are: assumptions, not facts. Breaking the cycle of toxic relationships. Breaking free from a toxic relationship requires both practical steps and emotional readiness. The first step is setting boundaries. Boundaries are limits that protect your well-being and define what behaviors you will and won't accept. For example, if a friend constantly criticizes you, you might say, "I value our friendship, but I won't tolerate being spoken to that way." Setting boundaries isn't about punishing the other person, it's about honoring your own needs. Communicating your boundaries clearly and assertively is key. Use I statements to express your feelings without blaming the other person. For example, instead of saying, "You're always so negative," you might say, "I feel drained when our conversations focus on negativity. Can we focus on more positive topics?" In some cases, setting boundaries may lead to resistance or conflict, especially if the other person has benefited from the lack of boundaries in the past. Be prepared for this and remind yourself that enforcing boundaries is a form of self-respect, not selfishness. If the relationship continues to harm your well-being despite your efforts, it may be time to end it. Ending a toxic relationship is never easy, but it's often necessary for your growth and happiness. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or a therapist to help you navigate this process. Remember, letting go doesn't mean you don't care about the other person. It means you care about yourself enough to prioritize your well-being. Challenging limiting beliefs. Breaking free from limiting beliefs involves replacing them with empowering ones. This process begins with questioning the validity of your beliefs. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this belief is true? Is there evidence that contradicts it? For example, if you believe, "I'm not capable," reflect on times when you successfully overcame challenges or achieved your goals. Another powerful technique is reframing. Reframing involves looking at your beliefs from a different perspective. For instance, instead of thinking, "I failed, so I'm a failure," reframe it as, "I learned something valuable from this experience, and I'll do better next time." Reframing shifts your focus from limitations to possibilities. Affirmations are another tool for challenging limiting beliefs. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your worth and potential. For example, replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am capable and deserving of success." Repeat these affirmations daily, even if they feel uncomfortable at first. Over time, they can reshape your self-perception. Surrounding yourself with supportive and uplifting people also helps counteract limiting beliefs. Seek out relationships with those who encourage you, believe in your potential, and celebrate your achievements. Their positive influence can help you internalize new, empowering beliefs. Embracing the discomfort of growth. Letting go of toxic relationships and limiting beliefs often involves discomfort. You may feel fear, sadness, or uncertainty as you step into the unknown. These feelings are natural and part of the growth process. Embrace them as signs that you're moving beyond your comfort zone. One way to navigate discomfort is to focus on your why. Why do you want to let go? What do you hope to gain? Keeping your goals in mind provides motivation and clarity when the journey feels challenging. For example, if you're letting go of a toxic relationship, remind yourself of the peace and self-respect you'll gain. If you're releasing a limiting belief, focus on the opportunities and confidence that will replace it. Practicing self-compassion is essential during this process. Speak to yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when you encounter setbacks. Remind yourself that growth is not a linear path. It's okay to take small steps and stumble along the way. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and acknowledge the courage it takes to let go. Creating a new vision for yourself. Letting go creates space for new possibilities. Once you've released what no longer serves you, take time to envision the life you want to create. What kind of relationships do you want to nurture? What beliefs do you want to embrace? What goals do you want to pursue? Start by setting clear, specific goals that align with your values and aspirations. For example, if you've let go of a limiting belief about your abilities, set a goal to pursue a new skill or career opportunity. Break your goals into manageable steps and take consistent action toward them. Practicing gratitude can also help shift your focus to the positive aspects of your life. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for, whether it's supportive friends, personal achievements, or moments of joy. Gratitude cultivates a sense of abundance and reinforces the belief that you deserve happiness and success. Sustaining your growth. Letting go is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. New challenges and opportunities for growth will continue to arise. To sustain your progress, commit to regular self-reflection. Check in with yourself periodically to ensure your relationships and beliefs align with your values and goals. Continue to surround yourself with supportive people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out mentors, join communities, or engage in activities that reinforce your growth. Having a strong support system makes it easier to stay on track and navigate obstacles. Finally, remember that letting go is a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Each step you take brings you closer to a life of freedom, authenticity, and fulfillment. Trust in your ability to release what no longer serves you and embrace the limitless possibilities that await. Chapter 3: The Process of Letting Go, Step by Step. Letting go of toxic relationships and limiting beliefs can feel overwhelming, but breaking it into manageable steps makes the process less daunting. Each step represents an intentional act of self-care and growth, helping you transition from a place of pain or stagnation to one of clarity and empowerment. This chapter outlines practical steps to guide you through the process of letting go. Step 1: Acknowledge and accept. The first step to letting go is acknowledging that something in your life isn't serving you. This could be a relationship that consistently drains your energy, a belief that limits your potential, or even a habit that undermines your goals. Denial often prolongs suffering, while acceptance opens the door to change. Take time to reflect on what's holding you back. Ask yourself questions like, what situations or relationships consistently make me feel unhappy or unfulfilled? What beliefs do I hold about myself that limit my growth? What am I tolerating in my life that no longer aligns with my values? Writing your thoughts in a journal can help bring clarity to your feelings. The goal at this stage is not to judge yourself or the situation, but to simply recognize what needs to change. Acceptance also means acknowledging the emotions that come with letting go. It's normal to feel fear, sadness, or even guilt about releasing something familiar, even if it's harmful. Allow yourself to experience these emotions without judgment, knowing that they are part of the healing process. Step 2: Define your boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your emotional well-being and creating the space needed to let go. Setting boundaries involves clearly defining what behaviors, situations, or thoughts you will no longer tolerate. If you're dealing with a toxic relationship, consider what interactions or dynamics need to change. For example, you might decide to limit contact with someone who frequently criticizes you or to disengage from arguments that escalate unnecessarily. Communicate your boundaries assertively and respectfully, using I statements to express your needs. For instance, say, I feel disrespected when you raise your voice during disagreements. I need us to have calmer conversations. When it comes to limiting beliefs, boundaries are internal. They involve recognizing when negative thoughts arise and choosing not to engage with them. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I'm not capable, counter that thought with a boundary, I'm not going to entertain this belief. Instead, I'll focus on what I can do. Enforcing boundaries may feel uncomfortable, especially if others resist or challenge them. Stay firm and remind yourself that boundaries are an act of self-respect, not selfishness. They create the conditions for healthier relationships and personal growth. Step 3. Practice self-compassion. Letting go is an emotional process, and self-compassion is essential for navigating it. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend in a similar situation. It's about recognizing that struggle is a part of life and that you're doing the best you can. When feelings of guilt, sadness, or self-doubt arise, acknowledge them without judgment. Say to yourself, it's okay to feel this way. I'm going through something difficult, and it's natural to have these emotions. This practice helps you move through your feelings with gentleness rather than resistance. Forgiving yourself is another aspect of self-compassion. You may feel regret about staying in a toxic relationship or holding on to limiting beliefs for so long. Remind yourself that you made those choices based on what you knew and were capable of at the time. Forgiveness frees you from the burden of self-blame and allows you to focus on moving forward. Step 4. Seek support. You don't have to go through the process of letting go alone. Surround yourself with a support system of people who uplift and encourage you. This could include friends, family, mentors, or therapists who understand your journey and can offer perspective and guidance. Talking about your experiences with someone you trust can provide relief and clarity. Sometimes, simply expressing your feelings out loud helps you process them more effectively. Your support system can also serve as a source of accountability, reminding you of your goals and encouraging you to stay the course. In addition to individual relationships, consider joining support groups or communities focused on personal growth. Being surrounded by others who are on similar paths can inspire and motivate you. Online forums, local meetups, or workshops on self-improvement are great places to connect with like-minded individuals. Step 5. Take intentional action. Letting go is not just a mental or emotional process, it requires action. Once you've acknowledged what needs to change, defined your boundaries, and gathered support, take concrete steps to create that change. For toxic relationships, this might mean reducing or ending contact with the person, having an honest conversation about how their behavior affects you, seeking professional mediation or counseling if the relationship is complex, such as with a family member or partner. For limiting beliefs, intentional action involves challenging and replacing those beliefs. Start by identifying specific actions that contradict your limiting belief. For example, if you believe, I can't succeed in a new career, take a small step toward that goal, such as researching job opportunities or updating your resume. Each step reinforces the idea that your belief is not a fact. Celebrate your actions, no matter how small. Each step you take represents progress and builds momentum. Remember, letting go is not about perfection, it's about consistent effort. Step 6. Create new habits and beliefs. Letting go leaves a void, and it's important to fill that void with positive habits and empowering beliefs. Otherwise, old patterns may resurface. Creating new habits and beliefs helps you sustain your growth and prevent a return to what no longer serves you. Start by identifying habits that support your well-being and align with your goals. For example, practicing mindfulness or meditation to stay grounded. Journaling daily to track your emotions and progress. Engaging in physical activity to boost your energy and mood. Setting aside time for hobbies or activities that bring you joy. When it comes to beliefs, focus on affirmations that reinforce your worth and potential. Write down affirmations like, I am deserving of healthy relationships, or I have the power to create positive change in my life. Repeat these affirmations daily, especially during moments of doubt. Visualize the life you want to create. Imagine yourself thriving in healthy relationships, pursuing meaningful goals, and feeling confident in your abilities. Visualization strengthens your commitment to your new path and helps you stay focused on what's possible. Step 7. Reflect and celebrate. Reflection is a crucial part of the letting go process. Regularly take time to evaluate your progress and acknowledge how far you've come. Reflect on questions like, what have I learned about myself through this journey? What changes have I noticed in my relationships, beliefs, or emotions? What am I most proud of achieving? Celebrating your progress, no matter how small, reinforces your growth and motivates you to keep going. Treat yourself to something meaningful, whether it's a quiet moment of gratitude, a journal entry to capture your accomplishments, or a special activity that brings you joy. The ripple effect of letting go. Letting go doesn't just transform your own life, it creates a ripple effect that impacts those around you. As you release toxic relationships, you set an example of self-respect and courage for others. As you challenge limiting beliefs, you inspire those in your circle to do the same. Your growth has the power to influence and uplift those who witness it. Moreover, letting go creates space for new opportunities and connections. As you release what no longer serves you, you open yourself to experiences and relationships that align with your true self. This newfound alignment fosters a sense of peace, purpose, and fulfillment. The journey ahead. Letting go is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Each step you take brings you closer to a life that reflects your values, goals, and aspirations. Trust in your ability to navigate this journey, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Chapter 4: Embracing the Freedom of Letting Go. The process of letting go culminates in a profound sense of freedom from the emotional burdens, limiting beliefs, and toxic relationships that once held you back. This freedom allows you to reclaim your energy, focus on what truly matters, and step into a version of yourself that feels authentic and empowered. The final stages of letting go involve embracing this newfound space, cultivating self-discovery, and committing to a life aligned with your deepest values. Understanding the emotional release. As you move through the stages of letting go, you may experience an emotional release. This could come in the form of tears, a sense of relief, or even an initial feeling of emptiness. Emotional release is a natural part of the process. It signifies that you've truly begun to free yourself from the weight of what no longer serves you. Allow yourself to experience these emotions without resistance. Instead of labeling them as good or bad, view them as part of your healing journey. If sadness arises, remind yourself that it's okay to grieve the loss of a relationship or belief, even if it was harmful. If relief or joy emerges, celebrate the progress you've made and the possibilities ahead. Emotional release also clears space for clarity. As you let go of old patterns, you'll begin to notice your thoughts and feelings with greater awareness. This clarity helps you make decisions from a place of intention rather than reaction, guiding you toward a life that feels purposeful and aligned. Redefining your identity. Letting go often requires redefining your identity. Toxic relationships and limiting beliefs can become so intertwined with your sense of self that releasing them feels like losing a part of who you are. However, this release is an opportunity to reconnect with your authentic self and define your identity on your own terms. Start by reflecting on the person you want to become. What qualities do you want to embody? What values guide your decisions? What kind of relationships and experiences do you want to attract into your life? Write these reflections down and use them as a blueprint for the next chapter of your journey. Redefining your identity also involves challenging old labels. For example, if you've internalized the belief that you're not capable or unworthy, replace those labels with affirmations that reflect your growth, such as resilient, worthy, and empowered. Over time, these affirmations shape a new narrative that supports your goals and aspirations. Building healthy relationships. As you let go of toxic relationships, you create space for healthier, more fulfilling connections. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and support. They allow you to express yourself authentically and provide a safe space for growth and vulnerability. To cultivate healthy relationships, start by setting clear expectations. Communicate your needs and boundaries early on, and encourage open, honest dialogue. For example, if you value quality time, let your loved ones know how important it is to you and suggest ways to prioritize it together. Practice active listening in your interactions. Give your full attention to the other person, validate their feelings, and avoid interrupting or offering unsolicited advice. This builds trust and demonstrates that you value their perspective. Healthy relationships also require mutual effort. Invest time and energy into nurturing your connections, whether through regular check-ins, shared activities, or acts of kindness. Celebrate each other's successes and offer support during challenges. These practices strengthen your bonds and create a foundation of trust and respect. Living aligned with your values. Letting go is ultimately about creating a life that aligns with your values. Your values are the guiding principles that reflect what matters most to you, whether it's family, creativity, integrity, or personal growth. Living in alignment with your values fosters a sense of fulfillment and purpose. To align your life with your values, start by evaluating how you spend your time and energy. Are your daily actions supporting your values, or are they pulling you away from them? For example, if you value health, consider whether your habits reflect that priority. If they don't, identify small, actionable steps you can take to create change, such as setting aside time for exercise or preparing nutritious meals. Prioritize relationships, goals, and activities that resonate with your values. If a particular commitment or connection no longer aligns with your priorities, consider whether it's time to let it go. Living aligned with your values often requires saying no to what doesn't serve you so you can say yes to what does. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that enhances your ability to let go and embrace the present. By focusing on what you're thankful for, you shift your perspective from loss to abundance, cultivating a sense of contentment and joy. Incorporate gratitude into your daily routine. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for, whether they're big or small. These could include supportive friends, personal achievements, or moments of beauty in your surroundings. Over time, this practice trains your mind to notice and appreciate the positive aspects of your life. Gratitude also helps you reframe challenges. For example, instead of dwelling on the pain of a breakup, you might express gratitude for the lessons it taught you about yourself and your needs in a relationship. This perspective doesn't diminish the difficulty of the experience, but allows you to find meaning and growth within it. Sustaining your growth. Letting go is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. As you continue to grow and evolve, you'll encounter new relationships, beliefs, and situations that challenge your boundaries and self-awareness. Sustaining your growth requires a commitment to self-reflection, learning, and adaptability. Regularly check in with yourself to evaluate your progress. Ask questions like, am I staying true to my values? Are my relationships and beliefs supporting my growth? What lessons have I learned recently, and how can I apply them? Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Each step you take toward letting go and creating a more authentic life is an accomplishment worth acknowledging. Whether it's ending a toxic friendship, challenging a limiting belief, or setting a new boundary, these actions reflect your courage and commitment to growth. Stay open to learning and evolving. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, and there's always room for deeper understanding and self-discovery. Seek out books, workshops, or mentors that inspire and challenge you. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth and hold you accountable to your goals. The ripple effect of letting go. As you let go of what no longer serves you, you create a ripple effect that extends beyond your own life. Your growth inspires others to reflect on their own relationships and beliefs, encouraging them to embark on their own journeys of letting go. By living authentically and intentionally, you become a source of empowerment and positivity for those around you. Letting go also creates space for new opportunities and connections to enter your life. As you release toxic relationships and limiting beliefs, you attract experiences and people that align with your values and aspirations. This alignment fosters a sense of peace and fulfillment, allowing you to fully embrace the possibilities ahead. Conclusion: the art of letting go. Letting go is both an act of courage and a journey of self-discovery. It requires facing your fears, challenging your beliefs, and stepping into the unknown. But on the other side of that process lies freedom, a freedom to live authentically, pursue your dreams, and cultivate relationships that uplift and inspire you. The art of letting go is not about forgetting or erasing the past. It's about honoring your experiences, learning from them, and choosing to move forward with intention and clarity. It's about recognizing your worth and creating a life that reflects your values and aspirations. As you continue this journey, remember that letting go is a practice, not a destination. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and trust in your ability to navigate whatever challenges come your way. The more you let go of what no longer serves you, the more space you create for joy, growth, and possibility. This is the art of letting go, an act of liberation, a path to empowerment, and a gift to yourself. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.